Hello, everybody. Just doing another quick video. I haven't done one since I went to Canada, which was pretty cool. It was nice up there, so that was fun. So while I was gone, there's been a few offers accepted. So Erica had two, I think one on her listing and one for another client that she had, and I believe Erica has a listing possibly coming up next week, if I remember, or very soon. So she's been on a roll lately. Emily got an offer accepted, so congratulations, Emily, on that one. And Michelle got an offer accepted as well, and I think Michelle has a listing coming up in the next week or two up in Granger. I saw that one. It's a very well kept house, so that'll be a good one and hopefully sell fast. I have a new listing coming up in Twin Branch next week. Hopefully, she keeps changing the scheduling the photos, so we'll see. But yeah, so everybody seems to be doing well. So good job. Layla has a closing this Thursday, so that's a good one. She had a lot of challenges with the inspections on that one. So that one I want to kind of remind you guys, you don't always have to do, especially with a rougher house, you don't always have to do a whole house inspection. When I first started out, I kind of piecemealed all my inspections. So I would only do a roof inspection, or I would only do a plumbing inspection, or only do an electrical inspection, or kind of what the client wanted to do. So it's very specific, only electrical, only foundation, whatever it was. Because sometimes with those whole house inspections, as you guys know, people can get overwhelmed and it can get crazy. But Layla ended up getting about, I think they're paying $3,000 in closing costs. That was part of the original deal. And then roughly $7,000 in repairs, $4,000 for a new furnace, some electrical, a couple thousand. I think and what the title company is doing. So the agent wanted to, outside of closing, wanted to just give her client a $4,000 check. And Layla wasn't comfortable with that at all, which I don't blame her, because that's a big no-no and that's a large amount of money. So what they came up with was just to do individual checks wrote to the contractor from the title company. And luckily she did that, because she ended up getting a furnace inspection and needs a whole new furnace, and that was $4,000 alone. And then during that whole process, what we found out was, so I always thought the title companies could only write checks to a company, but apparently no. So Layla just wrote up an email for this friend of hers that's a furnace guy, and he's going to do this furnace installation on the side to save her money. So the title company can just write a check right in his name to him. So that's really cool. So that's a good idea. If you guys ever had somebody like Pedro that's wanting to do it on the side or something, he can just write an invoice directly to Pedro or whoever, So that was kind of interesting. So that's good to know. So what else do I got here? So I sent you guys yesterday a text with, it was Tom Ferry. I listened to a lot of Tom Ferry's podcasts. Some of them are boring. This one actually was really good. So it was about marketing and basically a whole year plan for marketing. And this is it's funny, when I watched this or listened to it, it was almost the exact plan that I tried to do this year. And, we all get off track. So that definitely happened with my print stuff. But I'll give you the basics if you don't listen to the whole half-hour podcast, which you should, because it has some really good ideas on what you could be doing. So it's a daily Facebook post every single day. I definitely don't do that, but you should be doing daily Facebook posts, just a house tour or informational or just a story, whatever, a daily Facebook post. I think that's a lot. I'm going to try for 3 or 4 a week instead. A weekly email to all of your past clients and sphere of influence. So I used to do that religiously. I'm going to try to get back into it, especially since I've been slowing down a little bit. So a weekly email, just send it out. I send it out through LionDesk. I have like 2,000 emails, so I really need to get that going again. Then a monthly print mailer, so a postcard or a newsletter or something like that. So for a while, and during the slow months, it's easy to do. I was doing every month. Erica and I were doing our monthly mailers. I think Emily was trying to do it for a while. So I'm going to get back into that. So that's something that we should really focus on. And then quarterly, a pop by, which again, I was doing all of that when I first started out. I haven't done a pop by in a while. And maybe I won't do a pop by because that takes a long time, but from Century 21 the other day, I got a little thank you card for a closing in the mail, and it had a lottery ticket in it. That was, it just reminded me that I should probably just do a lottery ticket again or something easy to when I first started off, I would put candy in the mail or a Kool-Aid packet, a lottery ticket, pack of gum. I did stuff like that. So, maybe quarterly instead of a pop by, I'll just do something, a more unique mailing. And then, yearly do an event. So I think I saw Hallmark is doing like an ice cream truck here in a couple weeks. They did that. Ruoff did the kickball tournament, something like that. So I've never done anything like that. Eric and I have talked about it. She thinks it's cheesy. But anyways, I might try to do something like that. But anyways, that's a good podcast you guys should listen to. I would highly recommend that, and try to get back into your mailings and your Facebook posts and your videos, especially when it's slow. What this podcast also reminded me of was nationally, the National Association of Realtors comes out with their reports every year. 68% of agents, clients over the country, 68% of their business comes from their sphere of influence. So that's why it's so important that we keep in contact with them, sending them texts, checking in on them, mailing them stuff. And I don't think my sphere of influence business is quite that much this year. I bet it's pushing 60% though. I could look up on my spreadsheet. So, I think that average is probably real close to being true. So, and with those, you don't have referral fees, you don't have a bunch of bull crap. They're normally easier to get along. So keep contacting your sphere of influence, reaching out to them, and follow up with all of your past clients. Now's a good time to buy, as you guys know that there's not nearly as much competition out there right now. So, all right. If you want me to do a video on something else, just let me know. Talk to you later.